Keep it clean, break straight away when told, and both of you want your heads in close. Good luck to you both, touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
No one quite like Irish boxing fans who've witnessed the finest fighters over the decades and so many classic encounters like the Eubank-Collins double. We hope for another with a very first occasion when two Irishmen collide. Paddy Donovan, the southpaw. And the tension extraordinary here.
Two fighters first. Last time it was constantly Crocker pushing him to there, and Donovan was making him pay every time he did. The patience, I'm liking it so far from the start from Crocker.
Good feints from Donovan, trying to draw out the lead of Crocker. He's not taking the bait though, is he?
As he's throwing, he's trying to get him to fall in with his shot. Look there, tried touching the idea of the left hook, like he did in the first fight.
Crocker, but that's exactly what Donovan did from the southpaw stance, just missing with the shot.
Crocker not moving away from the southpaw, but holding his stance, his ground in these tentative early stages.
And Lewis is waiting for Paddy. Lewis is waiting for him to commit, you can see that.
An eerie silence from the 20,000 at Windsor Park.
The hand speed of Donovan so impressive. And that you feel could be...
Nothing really has happened in this first round in terms of punches landed.
Yeah, I think that will be key, the jab to the body. Nice left to the body as well from Donovan.
Yeah, good end to the round from Donovan.
Double your jab, right to the body, left hook.
With what he thought about Paddy Donovan's first time around, March the 1st they met.
He was in control, and I think Crocker just opened up the gap a little bit, is making him to the stationary target that was there last time.
Kind of unsure of the tactics here of Lewis Crocker.
I think I'm sure he's trying to walk him onto the shots while his feet are down, Paddy Donovan's leaning in, and he's trying to land clean when he's in that space.
I do think, though, fight to your strengths.
But he's making Paddy fight in a way he doesn't really want to. The target constantly marauding forward and throwing at him. He's making him hesitate.
Here, though, Donovan.
He looks comfortable because he's not doing anything either. He's not really thinking right now. And you would think, yes, at this range it favours Donovan. But if when he falls in, Crocker's got his feet down.
Well, surprisingly, a chess match early. Maybe not what Team Donovan would have thought. He's been sparring again. Unbeaten southpaw has been working with Lewis Crocker. Billy Nelson said he's had a fabulous camp. You heard Joe Parker earlier saying he's going up.
Yeah, doing the right thing there. Yeah, he's trying to get Donovan to fall over that front foot so he can fire through the uppercut and the hook.
There's that dangerous backhand from Donovan coming into play now. And the jab is fast. He was really good on that night that Katie Taylor beat Chantel Cameron in Dublin. Oh, good work from Crocker.
And that's what he's aiming to do. As soon as Donovan makes a mistake, land him. But I much prefer what I'm seeing now for Lewis Crocker and his chances of this fight.
Power shot to come in because he's got 11 knockout. And frustrate Donovan. He could find gaps.
By this time of the fight last time, he was already marked up. He was already looking at...
This is better here, with the balance here. Just early on, he was a bit too far on the back foot and just falling short.
Clever psychological work from Billy Nelson. Here's Andy Lee, Tommy McCormack. It's already a closer fight than first time around. The rematch, IBF welterweight title. The come up from Limerick in those flashy shorts. Mind you, Crocker's aren't too bad either, are they? That red and white.
Tell you what, he's put him down as a fighter that could really be taking away every single sharp shot at the moment that Paddy's throwing.
Nullifying Donovan. That's good work from Crocker. Expecting this at all, Paddy Donovan. Oh, lovely shot, countering, and down he goes, Donovan. And he has been floored, and that is a big shock in the third round. Crocker with a fast.
And Paddy stepped into that no man's land, the coffin left hook, and he ended up on the floor.
Slam between them, who was going to fall in first, and Donovan made the mistake.
Yeah, fine margins. There was no complaints either, was there, from Donovan?
Crocker down in the first fight, Donovan down in the second. And that's going to be a massive confidence.
Very sound, he's not been caught with a clean shot. And he's finding his feet, and who has them behind when they're trading?
Crocker with this approach. He's making it work, isn't he?
You spotted it, Sonny, in the first, and they're frustrating Paddy Donovan.
And now what's this doing to Paddy Donovan's head? He was so dominant.
I feel he'll be happy to be the counter-puncher on the front foot.
I don't. The coming to him that he just had to work his way around. This time he's got to go looking for it and step into the days to score.
I still believe he's got the edge in speed.
Second time around against UMAC, spooked him first time, physically attacked him second. Paddy Donovan coming back at the end of this round, catches Crocker, but he's the one that goes down. Donovan is a 10-8 against him. That's been about Andy Lee, and rightfully so, and he's a brilliant trainer, but so is Billy Nelson.
And so far doing a great job tactically, I think. Even the shots that Paddy landed at the end of the round card for, he had to step in, he had to leave himself open to throw the shot.
Going into this, finds himself on the floor in the third round. Such a brilliant amateur, and he's got a real rhythm if he can get into it.
No, he's trying to do it with the lead hand in this round. Started off busy with the jabs and the feints. That southpaw stance, whether it be to the head or the body.
Left hand from Crocker. Donovan with the jab, that's a bit better. Just starting to close the distance here. Paddy Donovan.
Even though this style of fight isn't always the most physically demanding.
Oh! Look at that!
They both caught each other there.
In the fourth round. And let's see what happens when Crocker's under pressure, because he hasn't been yet.
Yeah, they both took those shots well, both landed.
The mind has got the biggest legs, because this will be a mentally exhausting fight.
A few times already. Who's going to make the mistake? It's Paddy Donovan.
Leaves himself open. Crocker scores one. Back comes Donovan. But wow, has he turned this?
And with a man that's got such a dangerous left hook, I think it's great tactics, because when your opponent's coming forward with those shots.
Defense from Crocker, but Donovan's beginning to get into a bit of a groove.
But definitely working harder, I'd say, and not having probably as much success as Crocker's having so far.
But he's been the more accurate with the single shots, hasn't he, Crocker?
Yeah, he has more work with the lead hand from Donovan in this round.
Confident look about Paddy Donovan as he tries to back Crocker up in the neutral corner. Let's get over to Jamie with Joe and Giorgio and Connor for their reflections so far.
Okay, Joe, how good is this? How have you got it?
4 down, let's bring Carl Frampton in. How are you assessing it?
It'll be interesting to see how the fight develops. I imagine at some point want to get close. I don't think he's going to fight like this all night, because he lose rounds to Paddy Donovan fighting like this. I thought Paddy won pretty convincingly, probably the best round of the fight for him so far.
Busy, wasn't he? Especially at the end.
Yeah, he was. He's starting to back him up and push him back. First needs to be in the centre of the ring, pushing Paddy back, if that's going to be the tactics. But here we look like Paddy's these wild swing early part of round 5.
Paddy Donovan, certainly with the spring in his step, worked with more fluency, jab to head and body.
And he's having a lot more success, Donovan. Not taking as many risks with the left hand.
Katie Taylor, Chantel camera night, and should really have stopped Lewis Crocker.
He's just waiting, Crocker, isn't he, for Donovan to fall over that front foot so he can throw that lead Crocker. Oh, lovely left hand.
That's what
Donovan.
he can do. Beautiful combination from Paddy Donovan. And you just feel he's beginning to settle now.
Trying to use his boxing skills, which he's so great at.
I think Andy Lee has corrected things about professional boxing, about the way he goes about.
He really didn't need to be. It would be probably one of the most talked about parts of their camp, really.
And I do
not giving the referee a chance to take it away from him.
Yeah, and I do think that is difficult for Andy Lee into the style of Paddy Donovan, because he does have that spite, that fire, that natural aggression. Yeah, it's been a really good round this.
To save him here.
And that's what he's been waiting for. That's the shot he's been waiting for.
Well, Paddy Donovan.
Let's have a look at it again. Look at that. He was high. He was complacent there, Donovan. Hands were low, chin was high, and he's just put his head down.
One in the third, one in the fifth. And has Paddy Donovan recovered from that into the sixth? I mean, Paddy Donovan won almost every minute of every round.
And You can't keep taking shots like that, Adam. The reflexes, the reactions will start slowing down. But Paddy...
He felt he really let him and his team down last time, despite coming away with a fortunate victory. And they said they'll right the wrong, they'll do their homework, and they'll get it. What a tactical effort this is. Donovan back with the jabs. He's got a lot of work.
Really interesting, both.
A much more intriguing fight than first time around. Now, 2 knockdowns against Paddy Donovan.
Letting him get away with it, letting him get away with it, and then teeing him off. And when he's landing and when he's throwing, it's like less energy fighting like this. Paddy's having to find the target, he's having to find a way in. He's having to throw long levers and throw more punches.
Sonny, Billy told me in the hotel earlier, and his left hook.
Because when he boxes like this, he's reserving his energy, so when he does throw it, it's full purchase. And then he's waiting again. He has every bit of confidence. That left hook is hurting Paddy, in his opinion, and it'll be the end of the fight. Another good left hook there.
It was always about, could he make the adjustments? Could he box? Could he do something different? And he's proven that he can this evening.
Distance has been excellent from Crocker.
Finding his feet, moving his shoulders, rolling his shoulders. He's not making himself an easy target at any point in the fight. And he's not forcing it. Lovely boxing for Lewis Crocker.
Let's change this fight round now. So, first half, those were the tactics. And now he wants to push forward, Billy Nelson. Just a few minutes from his home. The Belfast crowd with him. But... into the second half, superstar for Irish boxing. Just a reminder, he's been down twice. Carl, he's down on the card. What do you think Donovan's got to do here, second half?
A good right hand, but I think just Paddy being on the front foot actually gave him the last round. I thought he was a split round, but I think to feint a little bit more and draw an attack, but he's not been able to do that. He's thrown a jab, Lewis is landing a left hook just like it happened there. A third attack, he needs a third attack and it's not happened yet.
What we'll say with Crocker, whenever Donovan has feint, he's not taken the bait, Crocker. He's remained disciplined. He's picked his moments, but bank on landing another big shot. You still want to remain busy. You still want to find that left hook again.
High up it is compared to a little bit more if you land a shot. I've no idea how a board of control member has let him.
Oh, right hand again as Donovan comes in.
That he wants to start creeping forward. The way he's fighting too much, but he might try and do this in the ring.
Got those wins over Tyrone. Lewis Crocker, normally in, changed it up tonight. So far, so good for Crocker.
That lead hand, giving Paddy something to come round and happen to commit to.
Donovan's won rounds, though. And he could come on, a nice body shot. Got enough there, I think.
Stay disciplined with your jab and pick your shots when you can, and then jump 1-2. Roll level low, though, okay?
It is comfortable, as Andy Lee says. I just want to see a bit more from Crocker. I like what he's doing.
Can be a brilliant technician. Paddy Donovan on Conor Walker's card. Boys, how you got it?
Oh, there or thereabouts, definitely. I think it's a very close fight. He's winning them, we're all just giving him. He's still quite just nicking them. He's landing a few more shots, throwing a few more shots.
I think it's a really close fight, and all the rounds have been close, apart from one big shot landing. They've been very, very close.
Well, in those 10-8 rounds, Donovan did good work. And is Crocker doing quite enough in some of these? But the flow is with Donovan. He's boxing much better now.
He is one of those heavy shots again, and that makes it here. I do favour the work of Donovan again. That's good defensive skills. It was better. He kept his shape there under attack. Donovan using the feet well, stopping him from doing so. The footwork very good.
It's tonight, Donovan, but he's boxing smart now. World title on the line.
So be careful pouring out that jab, Crocker.
I agree with it, because when he does come over and commit a little bit, and he's opened up the gap, it's a much cleaner fight for Crocker, and he can land some shots. The cade of his time, he's getting beaten to the punch, a couple of jab shots, but it's not big margins.
Sonny, I think Donovan's doing more in these rounds. The flow has gone towards Donovan. What can Crocker do? Emil Griffith, Kid Gavilan, but two key ones from Lewis Crocker.
He's still there for Crocker, I just feel, and he's just allowing Donovan to pick these rounds down now. He's keeping a better balance, better base. He's more centred with that.
I think he's got a lot more respect for Lewis Crocker than he had in the first fight, and I think we're seeing that now. And technically, ability-wise, he's probably the superior fighter, but tactically, if he keeps falling onto that left hook...
I think you're right, Sonny. He is really cleverly over the last few rounds. It's careful, it's intelligent.
Trying to edge forward, but again, just the feints, just pushing Crocker back.
Paddy's adjusting, his feet are a bit more fleeted and into position to land the counter. If anything, I think for Crocker... Oh! Another left hook land to get anywhere near the target. And when he's committing...
There's swat punches there. And Donovan's got to be careful. He's in a real rhythm now.
Like to see a double jab to the body from Crocker. Right hand of his.
Some better work here from Lewis. Paddy back on the front foot, backs him in the corner to end the round.
Excellent analysis as always from former world champion. Of course, Carl Frampton, legend, crowd IBF welterweight king tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of rounds that you would favour Paddy's work, his accuracy, the slight volume of punches. But still, I would say a nation landing clean shots throughout it. Most of the best rounds have been landed by Crocker, the best punches of the round side.
I tell you what, these rounds are flown by as well.
And so much tension in the stadium. Everyone can see the danger, everyone can see the skills. But it's almost like I'm also on the front foot. Crocker's the banger, but making him come into his trap.
Excellent use of the southpaw jab in this 10th round so far. Really effective. And I think he's getting better and better as the rounds go by. I think he's worked it out now. Excellent tactical know-how, and the countering shots and the surprise in the early part of the fight is now under the cosh.
I'll tell you what, it's again the variation with the front foot. Constantly Paddy Donovan, he'll stab.
To the first fight, he's tucking up, trying to walk him down a little bit. And I think right now with how the fight's gone, it's probably you'd want to see because in a lot of ways he's not done as much work.
Yeah, you do feel he's got to let his hands go, Crocker.
Oh, but there's the right, there's the danger from Crocker. One or two shots, and I tell you what, if there's another knockdown, it'll...
Yeah, look, you can see him now, look, starting to try and creep forward, Crocker.
Looks for the uppercut. Donovan, for the first real time in the fight, backs off and has a look at...
And again, just falling short. That was more the footwork of Donovan there, just taking the sting out of the shot.
Left hand from Donovan. Again, not quite enough from Crocker. Moments, but over the 3 minutes.
It's a very close fight, but we need to win the last 2 rounds. I'm not going to go out there. It's only 2 rounds left, okay? This is the key. Your jab is
Who wants this more? It's been a totally different fight to first time around. Far more respect. Tactics different. Who's been on the floor twice in the 3rd and the 5th round. He seems to have won some of them. You see he's 3 ahead now on Joe Cordina's car. That's all changed. Look at the pattern as well. And Giorgio's got it again, 96-93. The 3 judges could be seeing different things. The feeling is Donovan is starting to move away.
And more work with that lead hand. I'm telling Crocker, more required. You've got to get busier.
But I think we're writing a lot of these rounds off for Donovan very easily. I think he may have landed some more shots in that last round, but the best shots, the best 2, 3, 4 shots of the round was from Crocker, in my opinion.
Yep, and that could have swayed the judges.
Well, it usually does. When a big punch with a bit of damage lands, it really stands out compared to more of the tippy-tappy shots Donovan is landing throughout the fight.
Yeah, but that was a lovely body shot. It was scoring. Again, what do you like more?
I think you've got to give the last few rounds to Donovan. In my opinion, just there's more. They're scoring, they're accurate. Right elbow of Crocker.
Have a chance to reset.
And very good balance from Paddy Donovan, who's looking like the... But wow, he's had a couple of big scares in this one. Especially the second knockdown.
Intelligent footwork. Needs to fire there. As soon as he feels the lever on his hands from Donovan, he needs to fire back.
Darren, I just feel Crocker should be throwing caution.
That's exactly it. So when Donovan's landing on the guard, you know he's in range. That's when you fire.
In these last 2 rounds, their corner's got it close. I'm sure Billy Nelson's got it close.
Cole Frampton roll the dice, and you do feel he needs to let his hands go.
You need to show everybody how much you want this. Let's get this crowd behind you, right? Let's get this crowd behind you. As long as you jab and get low, don't pull out high. Thank you.
From Paddy Donovan, how are the 3 judges seeing it? Remember, Donovan's down twice, those surely 10-8 rounds. How many other rounds has Lewis Crocker won in this fight? For me, he's in front.
A little bit closer than Joe Cordina has there. I think there's a few rounds that was very, very swing. Work coming from Crocker.
Yeah, I've got Donovan, but I'm telling you, in this final round, yeah, good work, just dominating from the middle of the ring here, Donovan.
I think Donovan has found the answer. A real scare early on. Crocker's tactics were fantastic. Sonny picked that up straight away. It was a totally different Lewis Crocker, and it spooked Donovan, and he was made to pay, and down twice.
I tell you what,
he's done well here.
He has, and he's ticked a box, that's for sure.
And against the fighter, for me, Darren, I think Crocker had a lot more success, but Paddy's that good that he's fixed it in the middle. He found it. Falling himself in that same mistake, and he's done very well adjusting mid-fight, I think.
And he's finishing really strongly here.
Exactly. Lewis Crocker adjusted first half, but Paddy Donovan has adjusted within the fight. Crocker going for the big Hail Mary, the Susie Q, something. 2 knockdowns. Can he find a third in this final round? He might need it.
Minutes ago. Can he find the shot, Crocker, to change his life?
Donovan back behind the jab, clever movement from the Limerick southpaw, and Crocker just can't get a shot off here. Donovan gliding his way home, 40 seconds, and surely he's going to be crowned champion of the world.
Skip in the footwork, looking at that right hand again.
You think he just got to let it go, land some clean shots, and he's finding the target easier.
Lewis Crocker, unbeaten till now. In a few seconds' time, 10 to go. Paddy Donovan has turned the fight around, and surely has done enough to become the IBF welterweight champion. Lewis Crocker and Paddy Donovan giving the crowd another cracker. Donovan believes, Andy Lee believes. They start to celebrate, and it's a little bit hushed in the blue corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in Belfast, we go to the judges' scorecards. 114, 112, Lewis Crocker. 115, 111, Paddy Donovan. 114 to 113 for your winner by split decision and the new IBF welterweight champion of the world from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Lewis Crocker.
Lewis Crocker is the IBF welterweight champion by the narrowest of margins. It's another split decision on this fabulous night for Irish boxing.